Hello everybody, I'm Will Noel. I'm the curator of manuscripts and rare books here at the Walters. I'm going to tell you a small story about a lost voice that we found in an old book here in the museum. So let's go. I want to take you back to ancient Greece in the 4th century BC, and specifically to Athens, a time of great cultural flowering, wonderful works of art, wonderful philosophers, great playwrights, and of course the home of the world's democracy. To be a politician in the 4th century BC was to be an orator, a speech maker. Here's one. His name was Demosthenes. Demosthenes had a great friend, and this friend was called Hyperides. And Hyperides was famous in his time for his eloquence and his wit. He was also a man who enjoyed life. This is his girlfriend. Her name is Phryne, and she was the model for Praxiteles' Aphrodite of Cnidus. Now, Phryne made the mistake of blasphemy. She found herself on trial in court. Hyperides, as any good lover would, defended her. He was losing despite his eloquence, so he stripped her off in front of all the dirty old men, and he got her off the case. It's a rather famous Things hotted up for both Demosthenes and Hyperides because Philip of Macedon and Alexander the Great were trying to beat up the city-states of Greece, and Hyperides and Demosthenes argued that we should defend Athens by force of arms, which was a big mistake. The Battle of Chaeronea, Alexander beat them up very badly, and Alexander the Great went on to conquer the known world. Hyperides found himself on trial for treason, and he defended himself in his speech. He got away with it. He lived a few more years, but eventually the Macedonians found him. They cut out his tongue in mockery of his oratory, and that's it. Toast for Hyperides. Not quite. He wrote his speeches down. These speeches were copied onto papyrus scrolls, and here is one. It was discovered in Thebes in Egypt in 1859. So we do have some fragments of Hyperides' speeches later. The problem with Hyperides, though, is that he never made the transition from the scroll format into the book, which is a transition that you had to make between the 1st century BC and the 4th century AD. If you didn't make it into a book, it's like not making it into print or not making it onto the internet. You just don't survive. Now, 10 years ago, I started trying to read the text in this manuscript, which was written by a scribe called Johannes Myronas. He finished his work on the 14th of April, 1229, and he wrote a prayer book. The thing is that to make this prayer book, he reused the parchment from 7 other manuscripts, and he erased the text from these manuscripts, and me and a whole bunch of people based here at the Walters have been trying to read them. One of them we knew was text by Archimedes, the great mathematician that didn't exist anywhere else in the world. But we imaged this manuscript using multispectral imaging. We went to the Stanford Synchrotron Radiation Laboratory, and then we started to read some of the other texts in the manuscript. And in 2002, this woman, Natalie Chernetska, discovered the speech that Hyperides made defending himself. And so now, for the first time in 2,000 years, ladies and gentlemen, I can give you a lost voice from history. I can give you Hyperides.
Kratis don men gapantonoi mai estin tonikan. Edaras sumbainoi apotukein tus peritoiuton agonitzo menus hoion per hemes. Poladechon paradigmata periauton legein. Tamen tes poleos tes hemeteras paralepso. En iotagar hoi apainoi exitat somenoi en autois tutois kathonanosin pros estesantois akuusin. Ala skepsas the laicadaimonios, hotimen en Corinthomachomenoi en Nikon, en thermopulaiste pantes apollonto. Al homos, tes men nikes auton udes logos, ten dehetan pantes en comiatsusin, diati? Hoti, ten men huper tes auton pleonexias prostinas dielengthen tes en nikesan. En teide perites eleutherias ton Helenon agonitzomenoi katekopesan hapantes.
What Hyperides is saying is deeply relevant to us today. What he's saying is that best of all, of course, is to win. But if you can't win, then you should fight and die for a good cause, and then you will be remembered. The Spartans had many selfish victories that no one remembers, but what everyone remembers is the Battle of Thermopylae, where the Spartans were butchered to a man while they were fighting for the freedom of Greece. This is but one of the stories that we tell at Lost and Found, The Secrets of Archimedes, opening on October the 16th here at the Waters Art Museum. I do hope you can come. I do hope you can tell your friends all about it. Thank you very much indeed.